Well, pandemic affected the balance between demand and supply, reducing the broiler breeder placements, and many of these flocks finished earlier. And when the demand rose again, the breeding stock was not adequate, pushing the flocks to the limit. Also, we observed a lot of pressure on labor in farms and hatcheries. And finally, we suspect that genetic change has a big impact because we're trying to find a trade-off between reproduction and broiler. There are always steps that can be taken to optimize productions. This can include monitoring pullet and cockerel development, the body condition and the body weight, use separate feeding programs for male and females during the breeding and also in production, use diluted diets to increase the feeding time. This improves uniformity, which has a very strong impact on production. We know that the males require a much lower photoperiod, lower feed intake and lower crude protein than the females. But yet, male feed intake has been shown to have also an important effect on fertility. All these practices are important, but made even more so when faced with production challenges like high stocking density, heat stress, or the genetic changes that we face today. Where nutrition is concerned, there was a big change in the amino acid recommendations and also an important increment in vitamin recommendations. But we are seeing more people questioning these new recommendations for broiler breeders because the cost and the current performance situation. A major genetic company reduced lysine and now is similar to the values that we used to see in Europe or Brazil. However, the amino acid and lysine ratio is now very high for most of the amino acids. On the vitamin side, the research shows that only in special conditions like long storage and all hens, we need high doses. Therefore, we need to review the local conditions, management, feed intake, raw materials before adapting these new recommendations. Different strategies to protect the trace minerals and reduce gut interactions with antagonists have been implemented, but not all products accomplish this chelation structure. NOVUS has accomplished this goal with Mintrex, a bischelate trace mineral, and therefore with Mintrex we can demonstrate both in controlled pen trials and in extensive field trials that we can repeatedly show improvements in egg productions of at least 1% and improvements in hatchability of greater than 1.5% and subsequent increase in the hatch chicks per hen.